The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me.
Part 272 of Todd Road Rally. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm Joseph Carter.
And this is the report, somebody said earlier.
The report.
Let's get started off with some news.
Woo! Big stuff.
It's big stuff. John Moxley wins the IWGP United States Championship.
He did do that against Juice Robinson.
Well, I should say they gave him the title because...
Well, he won it. He had to win it. They just didn't hand it to him. He won a match.
He did win a match, yes.
But he beat a former WWE guy, so you can't say he beat a New Japan person.
Well, the former WWE guy don't want to talk about being WWE.
I understand that because they treated him like crap. But he was still there.
Terrible name, no wonder.
C.J. Parker. Juice Robinson's much better.
It is. Tell you the other guy, the Juicer.
Are you talking about Hoover
No,
the Juice.
How about Art Barr?
Oh, that guy?
Yes. Let's see what else happened while he's gone. Samoa Joe was given back the United States title because Rey Mysterio's bones are cracking. And
They are. They're getting old.
Yeah.
He keeps
So
falling apart.
he better hurry up and get healed and wrestle with his son or something.
Something, because he's definitely falling apart. This is like the third time he's been injured since he got back.
It is.
Yeah, he's falling apart.
He
He's only like 40-something years old. I mean, I don't see him doing the same thing the Undertaker's doing, because Undertaker can barely do it too.
Yeah. And then Ricochet, they give Ricochet the title. So Ricochet's the new United States champion, but for how long?
Well, when AJ beats it for him, then we'll know.
That's true. And Adam Cole, baby!
Baby! Beats Johnny Gargano.
I know. Shocker. You think that Johnny still sticks around? That moved him to
They don't need to! Okay.
No, they do not.
Here's my rant.
You're right. Rant.
Quit moving people up.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many people you do not know how to use right now.
Right.
Ding. Exactly. See, my phone knew I was right. I'm telling you, they have all these people they can't figure out how to use. When Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were tag team champions, they were on Raw. The entire time they were freaking champions until the time to lose the belts.
That's what you have. You got to be on there to lose the belts.
Exactly. I'm surprised they didn't lose them on main event.
They got people talking.
But I'm just saying, like, you have people, you don't know how to use them, quit pulling people up. Why the heck was the Street Profits on Raw?
Don't know, but he got you talking about the Street Profits.
But I don't need to talk about the Street Profits unless I'm talking about NXT.
That's
They're
right.
the NXT Tag Team Champions. Let's keep pulling up the Tag Team Champions. Oh, wait, the Viking Raiders, Viking helmets, Viking Experience, Viking Poop. I don't know what they're called. But you pull them up when they're Tag Team Champions. You don't need to.
No, you don't. You're right about that.
There's no need.
Do the job, then go get pulled up.
Yeah, because if we don't know you're getting pulled up, when you do lose the belts, it's a surprise. But if you lose the belts after you've been pulled up, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because they just laid the belts down. So.
I hate when they do that kind of stuff. The Street Profits don't need to do the same thing. They don't need to come in as champions right now. No. They don't need to come in at all. They still have a lot of work to do, in my opinion. They still have a lot of growing to do. Mm-hmm. They don't need to be pulled up. Or Jesus.
But somebody who's being pulled up or being pulled together is the club is back together.
The club is back together because Gallows and Anderson apparently signed a contract, which probably means another 5 years because everybody's signing 5-year contracts.
They're making you can find the same thing. If they got the dough, same thing. And speaking of somebody else who signed 5 years, Mike and Maria Kanellis signed.
They did. 5 years of what I read, $250,000 a piece. So that's $500,000 a year for 5 years. That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And then boom, she ain't gonna be on TV. She pregnant again.
I think she'll be on TV a little bit. She's not showing a lot. Are they gonna run with this gimmick?
They got this little gimmick here, yeah.
Yes. What I mean?
If it gives them something to do, go for it.
Yeah, thank God you ain't kidding. And then she can go off TV, and then they can push Maria Kanellis.
They need to.
You're right about that.
But I've read where people are pissed because they signed a contract, then she reveals she's pregnant. How do you people even know that she knew until after she signed? And I'm sorry, what's wrong with signing? She's not going to be pregnant for 5 years. She's only going to be pregnant for 9 months. And I'm sorry, she came back pretty quick. She came back out like 10 months. She didn't take very long off the road, besides the 9-month period.
That's right.
So if you're not, what's the point? What is the problem with signing? If you're signing, you're not signing for a year. Now, if they signed for a year, I'd be pissed if I was WWE because she's not gonna be on TV.
Yes.
But if you sign it for 5 years, you're not gonna be pregnant for 5 years. So you got time on the contract.
And they're not upset about it.
That's the report that's out. The WWE, they're a bunch of pieces of crap for not telling us after they sign. Shut up.
Yeah, no. I just some weirdo. So.
And also big news at the same time as AEW's event, Fight for the Fallen, we'll have Evolve 131, their 10-year anniversary, which is going to involve pretty much nobody from Evolve. Isn't that great? To be on the WWE Network on July the 13th as Tozawa is challenging Adam Cole, Bebe, for the NXT Championship. And then Drew Gulak is facing Matt Riddle. One's on 205 Live, one's on NXT. That's your main 2 matches.
But they were 2 big guys in the same group on Evolve.
They were Evolve,
yeah.
So I give them that.
And they were a part of a group. I forgot the name of the group. Yeah,
so
I said, okay, that works, I guess. And then I guess you...
They were part of some...
And there'll probably be, I mean, yeah,
I don't know group that was about mat wrestling, about chain wrestling and stuff.
I don't know if they'll have, I mean, I don't know if they have storylines going to have the matches on there, but I can see a lot of people being on this show, if they're just throwing matches together, who WWE's really looking to pull up from Evolve.
Right. But I would think if it's your 10-year...
Let's get him.
If it's your 10-year show, I'm assuming they've had storylines building to this.
You would hope so. And bring back, I mean, why not bring back some people who you can bring back, who may be part of the WWE?
But if you have... I don't want to oversaturate their 10-year show with a bunch of WWE people.
Right, but if a bunch of WWE people who were on their 10-year were on their show...
But those 2 matches, I'm okay with.
Right.
You have your NXT title match, and then there's also a WWN Championship versus the Evolve Championship winner-take-all match. I know that's on there. I can't remember exactly who the champions are, but I know that's on there.
I'll look it up and see.
So that's a big deal. But if it's just 2 WWE matches, I'm okay with that because you should still get about 5, maybe 5 matches that are Evolve type matches. I'm okay with that.
I know. I want to have a NXT feel. 6, like maybe 6 matches total.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I already know of 3 between the...
I mean, it's true.
Between the 2 WWE matches and the winner-take-all match. While he's looking that up, WWE accidentally mentioned AEW in a social media botch as they were announcing Street Profits were there. And instead of saying Street Profits are in the house, it said Street Profits AEW in the house.
That is...
That's hilarious.
That's when you're typing stuff and it comes up, you just hit it, and you go, and then it comes up, you're like, oh.
Yeah, because you know that means that they've typed. That means that
whoever typed has been
typing AEW up a lot.
Yes.
So their autocorrect took control of that one, and it's funny because after that happened, one of the Young Bucks did post autocorrect on Twitter. So that is pretty funny. While he's still looking that up, Matt and Rebecca Hardy, whatever you want to call her, announced their 3rd child. He better keep on working.
I got 8 matches already.
They have 8 matches. Let's hear the matches.
We did the Adam Cole.
Bye.
We did the Drew Gulak and Matt Riddle.
Yes.
Jason Briggs and Anthony Green.
I've heard of Anthony Green.
The Future Is Now showcase match. The winner-take-all match for the WWN Championship and the Evolve Championship.
Which is it?
J.D. Drake.
Okay.
Is the WWN champion, take on Austin Theory.
I've heard of him.
Is the Evolve champion.
He's a big young star they're looking at. So that's a good thing.
Anthony Henry versus Arturo Russa.
I feel like you already said Anthony Henry a second ago. In another match.
Anthony Green.
Oh, Anthony Green. And Anthony Henry's the one I've heard of them.
A grudge match.
Hello.
A singles match, special challenge match, as it's Baba Tuni.
Hallelujah.
Weirdo.
So anyway, what now? Baba Tunda, he's in WWE. He's in NXT.
Versus Kobe
Carino. That's Steve Carino's son.
Yes. Who's been on Raw or SmackDown.
He's been on there a few times.
Getting beat up. Fatal 4-way match. Kurt Stallion versus Sean Mulata. Mulata. Yes.
I know how to say it, and I can't say it right now.
Stephen Wolf and Harlem Bravado.
Interesting.
And then a tag team match for the Evolve Tag Team Championships. Eddie Kingston and Joey Gacy, the champions, versus A.R. Fox and Leon Ruff.
Huh.
With Aliyah and the Squirrel.
Wow. So 8 matches for that show.
Yeah.
Some of them probably won't be very long, though.
No.
Because, they're probably only going to give them like 2 hours. I don't see them giving them 3 hours for that show.
I don't think about it. You never know.
Maybe 2.5.
Maybe some deal they're doing.
True. Mike Bennett walks out of 205 Live and right into Raw. Now, I don't know. He's probably still going to be on 205 Live, though, right?
Yeah. But he made a walk out. She was worried. She was wondering. She was down the right way. He was walking through the crowd. So.
On 205 Live?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
after he lost to Jack Gallagher.
He's always losing.
And then they show up. Then she gets in the face of
Becky
and Seth, and then Mike walks into the picture. So you're thinking, okay. But she did call him a little bitch. So.
She did, and then she got very upset with him because she said he wasn't man enough to make her pregnant. So then the what's the word for it? The way they kind of went about it was they're making it sound like Becky Lynch got her pregnant.
No, she said
she is the man.
Next time she wants to get pregnant, she'll go to the man.
There you go.
So.
But does that mean the storyline is who got Maria pregnant? Is that the storyline?
There is. They said it is Kanellis, it's Mike. So.
But she said you weren't man enough to get me pregnant. That to me sounds like it's a storyline
we'll have to find out how this goes.
Absolutely. But one thing I'm excited about with the report, though, is that the club is back together.
I know. Finally, somebody's got smart enough. I know.
Hopefully, that means that because I like AJ as a heel, but when he's with them too, because it gives him something to work with because they get to cheat for him, they get to help him win matches, which is what a heel needs.
Well, one thing it did kind of lead you. I was thinking for a few seconds there, is Ricochet fixed to turn heel?
Now, I've been fighting
because they were on the apron and AJ was kind of in front of him, Ricochet right behind him. I was thinking, is Ricochet fixing to attack AJ?
I wouldn't be upset with that either.
No.
It would be different.
Somebody wrote said they need to go ahead and turn Finn Balor heel too and then join up with them.
I would love to see all 4 of them, the 2 leaders from the original 2, Bullet Clubs.
Right.
Because after Finn left, that's who took over as the leadership was AJ. So I honestly would not mind that. Finn does need something different. He needs something new. It's kind of the demon thing as a heel would be even better in my opinion.
Yeah. Because
it's kind of wavered. It's kind of gone downhill.
So you got to the point now. Whenever he's a demon, he doesn't lose. So.
But the thing is, I think that factions are a good thing.
Yes.
You need more of those, and it gives people something. That's why I think that the Shane thing, they're messing up the Shane McMahon thing. He keeps coming out with Drew, but he's had coalition with Elias. He's had coalition with the Revival. Have all of them come out together every time.
Yeah.
It gives him like a corporation feel to it.
The best in the world was Elias and Drew and the Revival.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He has a whole faction with him. Quit having him interact with those people like he's cool with them people if you're not going to have them all together.
Right.
Put them together.
But I don't want to be World Heavyweight Champion.
No, he doesn't need to be. And supposedly Eric Bischoff is going to put a stop to it. We don't know what Eric Bischoff has said. But that's the report that keeps coming out. Eric Bischoff's going to put a stop to Shane being champion. If it is, it needs to be a gimmicky thing like when Vince was the champion. That's the only way I'd be okay with it, is that Shane wins it in a gimmicky fashion, just like Vince.
What they're going to do,
and he loses
what they're going to do
after.
is they're going to piss everybody off at Extreme Rules.
Uh-huh.
Everybody loves Cody. People love Joe. Joe wins the title. Brock cashes in and beats Joe and walks out with the championship. Let's just piss everybody off. You're bad enough that Cody loses. Kofi loses, and then you're like, oh, well, they gave Joe the title. Oh, my God, he didn't keep the title for one night.
Here's the thing,
that
though.
Would be
Here's the thing, though.
I don't know.
If Brock does cash in, because they want Brock on SmackDown because it's on Fox, and Fox wants a sportsy feel. If that is the case, I would much rather Brock beat Joe than Brock beat Kofi. I would.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he would come out and try to annihilate Kofi Kingston.
We know this Kofi ride is, if it does, I don't see
it. Ain't going to last much longer, I'm sorry.
I don't see it going past SummerSlam. I think at SummerSlam, whoever he faces.
And people on the internet are like, they've turned on him so quickly. Oh, get the belt off him, get the belt off him. Ah! What's the big deal? People are tired of Seth already on the internet. People are tired of Becky, and people are tired of Kofi. Are y'all that upset with your lives that y'all are that bothered by them? Y'all loved building up to this, and now all of a sudden it's a problem.
It's pretty bad.
I don't get it.
Me neither. I don't. Yeah, I know.
Like, all three of them have done well as champions.
Did they say who they want as champion, or they just saying they want the belt on?
There's never a solution to the problem. It's just a complaint to the problem.
Yes. Okay, they've been champions.
And it's not a problem. Them three as champions, I don't see as problems.
No.
Now, I mean, I hope that when...
Now, you want Baron Corbin as champion? I don't want Baron Corbin as champion.
No, I don't either. But I do hope that when we get this whole, thing going on with Raw and SmackDown going to Fox, I really do truly hope they separate these rosters again. Because what show is Joe on? What show is he supposed to be on? Raw. And he's going after the SmackDown title. Alexa Bliss is on the what show?
Raw.
She's going after the what title?
SmackDown.
Oh, okay. See, I don't like that.
No.
It effectively means there is no more split rosters. And in my opinion, that's stupid. When you have the most talent you've ever had in the history of the company, with all the people down in NXT, all the people in NXT UK, all the people on 205 Live, Raw and SmackDown.
And Evolve.
Evolve. Evolve is working with them too.
Yes.
You need to split them up as much as possible. There's no need to combine everybody together. Now, we're going to have Roman on every show. Woo, woo, woo. Roman has appeared more on Raw since he went to SmackDown than when he was on Raw.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
You're right. You're right.
If you felt like it was a bad idea to put him on SmackDown, then put him back on Raw.
That goes the same way with gimmick matches. You can't have the same match over and over.
Right.
You got to make it special. If you want to see Roman Reigns, then you have to watch SmackDown because that's the only place he's going to be.
Right.
And if you want to see this guy or girl, this is where she's going to be.
It doesn't make the show any more special than the other one. They both look exactly the same. One's red, one's blue. Who gives a crap?
Yes.
That's the only difference is woo woo, rah rah red, woo woo, rah rah blue. That's all it is.
Yes.
We're cheering for a color. We're not cheering for a certain person because they're going to be on both shows.
That's right. All right. Well, that's about it.
That's it
For part 2, the report.
Also, the where we go off on stuff too. Yes. Where we have Carter's Corner and Hogan's Hangout.
Yes.
Because crap's pissing me off.
We're back for part 3 as we end up the year of 1998 as we take out December. In the Monday Night Wars.
That's true.
December the 7th through 28th. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carter.
I've seen a few clips right top row around that on YouTube.